Good morning, YouTube. Come with me to run some errands here in Puerto Vallarta. I'm going to take you on a day in my life.
Kearns woman already charged with forging checks. Trucking company is now facing charges that she illegally billed customers of another company. Prosecutors charge Ana Garcia with communications fraud today.
Our first stop is going to be Costco. I'm going to give you a quick story time, Starbucks, and I might take you guys to my man's shop to tour the new location that he just opened, time permitting. So Costco story time first before we go. Let me tell you this. So a few weeks ago, I went to get my annual exam. I posted it on TikTok. Some of you guys may have seen it. I got new contacts and lenses, right? Or new contacts and glasses. I ordered them. A week later, they called me that they were ready. Cool. So I go to pick them up, and when she hands me the glasses, they were the wrong glasses. And I was like, I don't think these are mine. And she was like, no, those are yours. I was like, no, I didn't. I picked out a different frame, right? And so she looked at them. Long story short, she had given me the wrong glasses. She switched them out and got me the right glasses. Okay, great. Didn't seem like a big deal. Then I'm waiting for my contacts, right? And they couldn't find them. And then she goes, are you sure somebody else didn't come back to pick them up for you? And I was like, no, they literally had just called me the night before. I'm like, I didn't send anybody to grab my contacts for me. She shows me the receipt and she has a signature on it. And I was like, that's not my signature. She goes, well, somebody came yesterday and picked them up. I'm like, well, you guys gave them to the wrong person. That's not my signature. I didn't send nobody. So they gave my contact lenses to somebody else. And I just think that's a huge deal. Not even just for me, but for their health. Because imagine they're wearing the wrong prescription and they don't notice. I don't know, it just seems crazy. Like that could really affect somebody's eyeballs. So she didn't even apologize, but she just said, all right, well, we'll have to reorder them. And we'll do like a warranty or something, right? So she's like, we'll call you when they're ready. And I was like, okay, but she didn't process a new order or anything. And I heard them say that, like, she was talking to other staff that, like, I wonder if he's opened them. Maybe we could try to track who it was. Like they were gonna try to retrieve those contacts and give them to me. And that just kind of made me a little bit uncomfortable. Like I want my shit straight from the factory to make sure like it's going in my eyeballs, right? It's a big deal. So I kept asking her like, well, do I need a new order number or something? And she was like, no, like just use the same one and we'll have you a new pair. And I was like, okay. Well, it's been a couple weeks and they haven't called me. So I was very patient, very nice, very understanding. They didn't even apologize to me, but whatever. I did tell her, like, I think you guys have a mess back here because you guys almost gave me the wrong glasses. And if I hadn't noticed, I would have gone home with somebody else's glasses and you gave my contact to somebody else. So I don't recommend going to Costco here in Puerto Vallarta for your eye exam because they be fucking shit up. So now I'm on my way to go ask, where is it? I have suspicions that I'm gonna pull up and they're not gonna know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't think they processed a new order. I think what they were gonna try to do is try to track down the original ones and see if they could get them returned and try to give those to me. I don't fucking know. So I'm hoping that when I go today, they're gonna tell me it's fine. Here's your new contacts, but I suspect I'm gonna have to kind of get a little bit, I'm gonna have to pull out the Karen in me. Okay, so let's go. Pulling up to Costco now. I'm also gonna try to shop for some Valentine's things. I always get my kids like a little Valentine's something. I haven't had a lot of time this week, but I wanted to just like el detalle, you know, even if it's just like a little candy or something. I hope they have something pre-made in Costco for Valentine's. Otherwise, I might even have to take you guys to the mall or something because I have to get my 5 little Valentines something for Valentine's Day. Okay, so Costco, fun fact, in the US, I think I went to Costco maybe twice with my mom to get pizza, but I never had a Costco card over there. Even the first few years I lived in Mexico, I didn't go to Costco. Now I like cannot live without Costco. I don't know what took me so long, especially when my kids were babies and I was buying diapers for twins and I wasn't shopping at Costco. Like, why? Why? So now I buy everything here. Between here and La Comer is where I purchase, you know, most of our stuff. Ah, shit, I actually had some returns that I forgot to bring. Guys, I'm kind of anxious about this contact thing because I don't want to have to get... It's just customer service in Mexico, honestly. Like yesterday, I had to call Telmex because my internet was fucking up. It took that girl 30 minutes just to find my account, although I was giving her my account number. I was ready to cry. Anytime I have to deal with customer service related quality assurance type shit, I want to cry. Okay, and then I'm nervous because what if they don't let me record? These vlogs have given me a lot of anxiety because I'm not used to recording in public. If you notice, most of my content is like me talking in front of the camera. It's not out in publicness. Because I just think it's kind of weird. Like, people look at me funny sometimes. Like, look at this bitch with a fucking GoPro going to Costco. Who does that? Just kidding. Wendy Ortiz, if you're watching this, how the hell are you streaming in public all the time? How did you get to that level of comfortness where you just said, you know what? I'm gonna bring everything out in public. Okay, so this is Costco, you guys. It's probably very similar to the US, right? They have the black cards here, like the executive. Black card holders can come as soon as like 10 in the morning, and only they can shop for the first hour, and then everybody else gets general admission after the first hour, which I think is cool that they reserve a like an hour for gold members. Oh, no cars. Well, good thing I'm not getting a lot. No, actually I am. Allá. Oh, mira, joven muy. Mira, Coco. Listo, gracias, muy amable. No voy a comprar mucho, pero muchas gracias. Let me be discreet. Buenas tardes. Okay, besties, we're in. I feel like I'm sneaking you guys in. Also, a lot of times, like big stores like this don't allow recording, like La Comer. La Comer me regañó one time when I was vlogging and said that recording wasn't allowed. So sometimes when I come to big stores like these that have like security, I get scared. I'm not gonna be able to vlog. Yeah, it's better like this. Con permiso, perdón, gracias. Uy, perdón. Gracias. Ah, fuck, I left the paper in the car. God damn it. Adelante, caballero, de este lado. Me das pasitos, gracias. I left my paper with my order information in the car.
Izquierdo menos 4, sería 175 y 180. ¿De acuerdo?
Ok, está bien. También había encargado unas gafas, 2 de ellas. ¿Me podrías checar a ver si han llegado?
¿Cuál es su amiguita?
Sí, claro.
La maestra.
Eran 2 pares. Sí, todavía no.
You need my membership or you have this membership too.
Yes, but do you know the date? The date?
When is coming? When is coming first March.
Y ustedes se hicieron el mismo día las órdenes, ¿verdad?
Sí.
El otro todavía no me ha llegado, me aparece que fue enviado por laboratorio, pero todavía no llega. Yo creo que llegaría hoy día.
Ok.
Tal vez mañana, si no hasta el día lunes.
Ok, sin problema, regreso otro día. Okay, I definitely did underestimated them and I didn't have to argue with them. And they got it right. And my lenses were also ready, but one of them. I'm still gonna check the prescription on my original order because they left me a little untrusting. But that was cool. So besties, now we're just going through Costco to shop for some stuff. But the lines are really long, so I'm a little discouraged from shopping here. Just trying to get like some Valentine stuff. Wait. I really don't want to go to Costco. I don't know, y'all. What do you think? Should we go somewhere else? I guess I could go to Walmart. Ugh. I dread going to Walmart. I avoid going there, but I have to admit they have a higher selection of like Valentine's goodies. Alright, let's go to Walmart. I'm just trying to give you guys a quick walkthrough of Costco. As you can see, probably similar to the US, there's days where it's just super busy. The lines are at the door and shopping here is not very pleasant. Flores. Oh fuck, they're not gonna let me out this way. I gotta go out the exit. I'm trying to get really. Yeah, there's no way. Okay, let me try this. The ladies at the entrance are super strict about not being able to exit through the entrance. So I gotta make my way through this entire maze. Con permiso. Right, we need it out the main. Derecho is 4.25, izquierdo 4.0. Okay, it's right, y'all. No, it's because I lost trust in them. I lost trust in them because I watched them give the wrong ones to somebody else, and yeah, I don't know that they've regained my trust. But the good news is I didn't have to get a Karen on them. I didn't even have to mention that they had the order fucked up. They just had them ready to go. So now I'm going to go. We need coffee. We're gonna go to Starbucks first, and then we're gonna go to Walmart. Or should we go to Walmart first? Sir, please get the fuck out of my way. A ver, no se me atraviesen. Wanted to show you guys what it looks like. Somebody on my TikTok mentioned that a lot of people just like seeing what life is like here, what it looks like out here, and I realized that a lot of my content is done from my office, so I wanted to start getting out and showing you guys around Vallarta, the places that I frequent, you know, what the roads look like, what traffic is like, those things. So this is the main avenue, the main road, the main avenida to get in and out of Puerto Vallarta. It leads to where the cruise ships dock. It leads to the airport. It's the only way to get in and out of PV, pretty much. The main way. Well, I take the back. There's some back roads through the hood, but this is the lane that most people take. If you notice, the middle lane is only straight. You cannot turn left or right out of the middle lane. You have to merge onto one of the lanes on either side. It's kind of confusing. Took me a while to get used to it, but now it's smooth sailing. I get really nervous with my daughter, who does have her license. She's learning to drive, but these laterals can just, or sorry, we call them laterales here, but these roads can look really confusing and overwhelming, and you really have to be an offensive driver here. Where is it? Oh shit, it was right behind me. You see what I'm talking about? Big. I did not see that. Alright, so there's a cruise ship. I don't know if you guys can see the cruise ships over there. We're getting close to the marina, and we're headed into Walmart, which is also right by one of the main malls. So here I'm going to turn off so that I can eventually turn right. Intersection right here is the one that was closed off for like 30 something hours when they were protesting a really viral case here of a drunk driver that hit and killed a young woman, and he wasn't detained. And so they shut down this traffic both ways for over 30 hours, which was historic for Vallarta. It happens sometimes when people protest, they shut down traffic, but it had never lasted overnight, much less that long. But this was the street that they were blocking off. All right, we are pulling up to Walmart. And recently, Walmart implemented this pay to park system. It wasn't like this before. And they did it because there used to be a lot of people that would come and just park here for the day and then go to work.
Tome su boleto y avance, por favor.
Oh, gracias. There's also a Sam's. Ooh, what is that? Is that un mercado por allá? Oh my gosh, you guys, let's go. Oh shit. I hope I have enough battery to take you guys over there. It looks like an expo, un mercadito in the parking lot. Let's go over there. Maybe we'll find Valentine's Day stuff. I need to go to an ATM though. I don't have a lot of cash on me. Expo Amantoy Bienvenidos. Alright, it's a good day to come to Walmart, I guess. This Walmart is right in front of the cruise ship, so you will see a lot of foreigners here. This is where they come to get their supplies, you know, when they're getting here on the cruise ships, or even people arriving into Vallarta for odd reason from the airport. It'll come here. I'm gonna just park right here. This seems very unproblematic. Okay, I didn't find anything for the kids' Valentine stuff. Let me take you to Walmart, and with whatever battery is left, see if I can give you guys a quick walkthrough of Walmart. I forgot my switch. Let me grab a cart in that is, because usually there's not any. A much bigger selection of Valentine's items here. I just wanted to get the kids something small, even if it was like some candy and a plushie. Ooh, lots of Hello Kitty. Oh, Gigi's would love this. Oh, Gigi's would really love this. A Hello Kitty candle. What? Do they smell good? Questionable. Okay. Oh, they have Pooh Bear. Snoopy. Stitch. Alright, I'm gonna get them each like a little Valentine candy. Okay, so I didn't want to spend a ton, but I ended up getting a Valentine for each kid, and then I also got some candy for Axel and Judy's for their class, and I got each kid a little Valentine that they can gift to whoever they want to gift. And now I'm going to pick out maybe like a little plushie for each of them to accompany their, oh, there's different ones over here. Now I'm gonna pick out little plushie for each of them. All right, Axel and Judy's classrooms are doing like a Valentine's Day activity, and the teachers told us they can wear, instead of wearing uniforms tomorrow, they can wear like a Valentine's theme or color, red or pink. So I'm gonna see if they have any holiday stuff. I know Judy's really enjoys like wearing dresses and stuff on holidays, so I'm gonna see if they have anything for her and see if I can get Axel like a red or pink shirt. All right, that's a wrap for Walmart. I got a bunch of plushies, some candy, and I'm headed back to grab some lunch. Okay, we made it out of Walmart and Costco. I was gonna stop at Starbucks to get some breakfast, or to get another coffee, but honestly, I'm so hungry. I think I'm just gonna go get some lunch because real food is healthier than coffee. I'm gonna take you guys to my favorite sushi spot here in Fluvial. It's called Gensao. They originally had a location inside Galerias Mall, and they just recently opened this location here in Fluvial, which is way more accessible than when we go to the mall. So anyway, come with me to get some lunch. Also, they are setting up the annual fair here in Vallarta. I don't know if you guys can see over there, but we're gonna go. We're gonna go, and I'm gonna take y'all. I think it actually opens this Saturday. Half the thrill of going to a Mexican fair is not knowing if the rides have been maintenance and if you're gonna die or not. It's right next to the food park, so I'm definitely gonna take the kids at some, maybe we'll go Saturday. No, Valentine's, no sé. But they do a yearly fair, like una feria, and they're barely setting it up. And I was telling Henry, like, oh, we should go to the fair. He was like, oh, we could go, but we're not gonna get on nothing. Because honestly, it is sketchy. There's been a lot of stories in the news here that I've read of like fair setting up and then like people getting seriously hurt, and then, you know, there's just no accountability, no liability. It's just kind of like if you get on these rides at the fairs, you're taking a gamble. Like, there is no waiver, there's no one to sue. There was one time, I think it was called the Garcia Fair or some shit like that, and somebody got like seriously hurt on one of the roller coasters or some shit, and the fair just packed up and took off and fled. So every year when my kids want to go, I'm like, oh, I want to take you, but I get so nervous because I don't know if the rides are safe. So anyway, let's go get some lunch. Okay, so welcome to my favorite sushi spot. I usually come here with the kids. It's not very often that I come by myself to a lunch, but I'm just hungry. I've had a good week. And look, this is a Pilates place. I've been asked often if there's Pilates in PV, and there's one. They also have a little sports bar right here. And then they have apartments above all these little shops, which I think is really cool. Little cafeteria. This sports bar is, honestly, I just see a lot of, like, sounds bad, but old white people in there all the time. And then my sushi spot is called Gensao, right here, sushi and bar. All right, table for one. Okay, so I always start out with el rollo hirososhi, and then I also ordered some salmon. And lastly, here is my main course. Provechito, that's nice. All right, in case you guys asked me for a price point, there it is. All right, I'm headed home to get a couple hours of work in before the kids get home from their after school activities. I hope you enjoyed a day of running some errands. We didn't even make it to Starbucks. That's okay. My next video, I was thinking of giving you guys an office tour of my workspace. Anyway, we'll catch you guys next time. Bye, besties.